Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your noon news and weather updates from the First Alert Desk. Now, we do have an update on a story we brought to you last week about a standoff in Hamilton that did involve a Greenville police officer. Now, the details released today, again, do name that officer. Following a request from WITN, police identified the officer as Carter Irwin with the department's Patrol Bureau. We're told Irwin has been with the department for nearly 4 years. At the request of Martin County Sheriff's Office, Irwin and other officers with Greenville Police's emergency response team were deployed to Hamilton and Martin County last Wednesday to help with a standoff involving a man neighbors have identified as Don Matthews. The situation began Tuesday night when deputies learned of an intoxicated armed man riding around Hamilton in a white pickup truck. According to radio calls obtained by WITN, the pickup truck in question was registered to Donald Matthews IV. Now, Greenville police say at the time of the request for their assistance, the man had barricaded himself inside a home and fired multiple shots outside. Police say the standoff lasted 9 hours and that the man was shot just before 5:30 a.m. Neighbors say Matthew was shot at his home on North Front Street. The name of the man has not been confirmed by law enforcement or District Attorney Tom Anglin. Now, we also want to turn our attention to the ongoing situation in Los Angeles, where, again, protests over ICE detentions continue for a third day. NBC's Jay Gray has more.
Well, parts of Los Angeles still locked down, as you can see just behind us here. Streets filled with burned out vehicles, debris and broken glass. Clashes and chaos again overnight for the third night in a row. It was a weekend of violence in the streets of Los Angeles. Protests against what continue to be ongoing ICE raids here. A roundup, the Trump administration says, of those who are in the country illegally. Now, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, has said that President Trump, who has taken control of the state's National Guard, the first time that the White House has done that since 1965, the governor here saying that is just escalating the situation here. Thousands of protesters filling the streets. And frankly, police here say at times they are overwhelmed.
This violence that I've seen is disgusting. It's escalated now since the beginning of this incident. What we saw the first night was bad. What we've seen subsequent to that is getting increasingly worse and more violent.
This area preparing for what they expect to be another day of protest here, as both the White House, President Trump digging in, saying that they're not going to back down. And many of the protesters saying the exact same thing, saying that they will be here for as long as necessary to make sure they are heard. That's the latest from here in Los Angeles. I'm Jay Gray, NBC News.
Thank you very much, Jay, for that report. We now want to turn our attention to your weather forecast, where today, again, we are looking at sunny skies out your door. Moving forward through the week, though, we do have a few rounds of storms to get through. One of those rounds may try to sneak in late tonight, more so early tomorrow morning, and then we'll have another round coming in tomorrow evening to tomorrow night. And that's why tomorrow will be a first alert weather day, because of that threat of strong to severe storms. Here's a look at what we've got right now across the southeastern United States. You can see a nice little bubble of clear air set up right over the Carolinas. That bubble is going to be departing. We've got cloud cover on the way. All of the clouds you're seeing down towards Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, that cloud cover will be with us late tonight into the early hours of tomorrow. And that frontal boundary you're seeing back towards Tennessee and Kentucky, more western Tennessee and western Kentucky, that will be with us coming up really later Tuesday evening to Tuesday night. So we got kind of 2 rounds of rain to get through tomorrow, one early in the morning, the other later on in the afternoon. But those rounds of rain certainly not going to impact your air temperatures today. Right now, out your door, most of us are looking at either the mid to upper 80s. Some of us may be a little bit cooler for those of you watching closer to the water. I'm jealous for one, but hey, also enjoy that that cooler air. This is what it feels like outside when you factor in the humidity. Right now it feels like we are in the upper 80s to, in some instances, even upper 90s. A 97 degree heat index value in Windsor, 99 in Edenton. It is toasty out there. Now, I do want to also highlight that areas around that Edenton sensor, I should say, do have a little bit of an increase in humidity. That's why we are seeing, again, always that push of hotter temperatures when you add your feels like temp in for those areas around the Albemarle Sound. Now let's zoom the picture out, show you exactly what is on the way. Do want to say hello to Elaine Nichols. Hopefully, Elaine, you have an amazing day as well. So far, that's not too bad. Of course, we got Big Rock happening this week. It kicked off earlier today. So again, seeing these showers and storms rolling by, not ideal, but obviously these anglers have dealt with worse. Now moving through the week, we should start to see a little bit of a decrease in rain potential across eastern North Carolina, but there will certainly still be a few of those coastal lows that will kick up some rain showers and possibly kick up some surf over really the tail end of this week. Let's talk about what we've got for the rest of today, though. Slight chance of maybe a few isolated showers and storms out there. I think we'll have a better opportunity for those showers and storms to reach us here in the east once we get into tomorrow morning. There you can see them kind of passing during the early morning hours of the day. Then we'll again catch another round of rain and maybe some thunderstorms coming in late Tuesday evening to Tuesday night. Once we get past that, then everything should really start to calm down. There Wednesday, you still see, again, a few showers near the coast, but further back towards the west near I-95, clearing skies, and that will certainly help kind of calm everything down a bit. Now, we are going to, again, maintain at least a few stray showers and storms for your Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday afternoons. That's just because of the heat and humidity that we're going to see through the day. Summertime conditions give you summertime forecasts, and that's exactly what we're looking at here as we head through your Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Over the weekend, of course, we've got Father's Day weekend coming up. A little bit of a better chance of rain for your Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, up from a 20-30% chance up to about a 40% chance. But heat will be a little bit higher for your Saturday, Sunday. Air temperatures will try to come down slightly for the following Monday and Tuesday. Unfortunately, though, for those of you hoping to drop that humidity again, that probably isn't going to be happening here for the next maybe couple months. So hopefully everybody is ready for the summertime air. It's certainly here today. It'll be here again tomorrow, and it will be here through the pretty much the rest of the week. That's all we have time for today's noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic day.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Supreme Choice.